Hello, welcome back to Vitality Powered Pilates. My name is Hope and this is your 20-minute lower body workout. For today's Pilates class, all you need is a soft surface, so meet me on your mat and let's get started. We're gonna start standing, doing a little bit of standing work, so plant those feet firmly into your mat, finding your ground, and roll those shoulders down away from our face. Send those hands out to either side of the body and gently lower them down, finding your squat. As you bring those hands in towards your rib cage, starting to wake up our body right here from the beginning, maximizing our time together, sending that booty all the way down, and then lifting those arms up halfway. Remember to keep that belly button back towards your spine, keeping your body feeling super strong throughout these next 20 minutes. Elbows in as we squat it down, booties drop down towards your mat for 10, 9, 8, strong arms reach for 6, squeeze and lift that booty, last 4, last 3, 2, and 1. Stand up tall, float those arms down by your side. Stepping together, I'd like you to just step and pull in that knee towards that belly button, alternating through each leg. Waking up that lower body, feeling so strong. As we lift that leg, I'd like you to point through those toes to emphasize that tuck and pull that belly button back towards your spine. Start to sink into your breath. That's it. 10, 9, squeeze and tuck it in, waking up those hip flexors. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Staying in that narrow standing tall position, taking those hands away from the hips. We're gonna send the hands up tall above the head, and we're gonna come up onto our tiptoes. As we lower down, those arms are gonna lower. Lift and lower. Getting those calves involved. This is all about the legs. So you can see my heels are coming up off of the mat as my arms raise above my head. Beautiful. Last 10, starting to feel that burn. 9, 8, stretch it tall for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake out those legs. Let's get into our workout today. I'd like you to come into a wide standing position. Hands go behind that head. We're gonna go down to our left side, finding our static lunge, and lift it back up tall. Squeeze through that inner thigh. Sticking to that left side as we lower down, pressing up through that heel to activate our glute. Keeping our chest lifted, our booties go all the way back and pull it all the way back up. Elbows out wide to give that chest room to breathe, room to grow. Press it up and squeeze. You're here for 10. Sticking with this side for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. We build onto this in 3, in 2, in 1. Stand it up. This time we lower it down. We tuck that leg in as we come up. Lower and lift. Good, you can go a little bit faster here to keep that balance. Making sure that booty goes all the way back. Give me 10. 9. If you'd like to touch the mat and not bring that tuck in, you decide what you want to do. 5. 4. Tuck or tap. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Lower it down into that lunge. From here, your left foot is going to pop up off of the mat. Heels lift up and we pulse. Bringing action into that quad for 10. Pressing up that left leg for 8. 7. 6. Heel stays off of the mat. You can do it. Last 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Stand up tall. Good job. Shake out that upper body. We hit the other side. So hands come back behind that head and you lower down into that static lunge, hitting that right leg. Beautiful. Booties go all the way back. Stand up tall. Breathing into that backside, that mind to muscle connection. Helping us get stronger with every rep. Give me 10. 9. 8. 7. I'm cheering for you. Come on. 5. We switch it up with that tuck. In 3. In 2. In 1. Lower it down and tuck that leg up. So you can tap and then lift. You can just tap, or you can lift that leg all the way up as you come up. Good, give me 10. 9. Sink into that backside and then pull that leg in. Beautiful. 8. 7. 6. Last 5. 4. Chest is up for 3. 2. Last 1. Meet me down here. Lift that heel off of the mat and start to pulse that upper body into that quad for 10. 9. 8. Burns so good. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Lower that heel down, dropping those hands away from the head and roll those shoulders back. Shimmy those feet back to center. We're gonna bring those feet together, heels in towards our center line. Our feet are out and our knees are kind of facing the top and the back of the mat. Hands go to those hips. We're gonna find our plie and then bring those legs standing all the way back up. Last thing for those inner thighs. And then we hit the mat to work on that booty. Lower and lift, dropping that booty vertically straight down for 10. 9. 8, squeeze and bring it back up for 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Last 1, stand up tall, bringing those feet back to center and walking to the back of your mat. Shaking out those legs, moving through that full body And then coming up, reaching high above that head, tucking our chin into our chest and gently lowering that upper body. Gaze stays on our body the entire time. Hands meet the mat. Heels lift off of the mat as you walk yourself out. Coming into a downward dog, start to press those heels in towards your mat, towards the ground, stretching out those calves and our backside. Bending through each knee as we lift and lower. Last one. Come back to your downward dog, to your pike, and roll into your plank position. Dropping the knees first and then walking them in so they sit under those hips, and then taking those hands back just a tad so they're sitting directly under your shoulders. From here, we're gonna lower both forearms down to the mat and we're going to extend out our left leg. Straight back behind that body, I'd like you to flex the foot and point the foot. You feel that difference right here, flex and point. This time we stay flexed and we start to pulse that leg up and down. Breathing into this growth, into this feeling of uncomfortableness as we lift, keeping that toe pointed for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. This time we point that toe. Same thing, give me that little pulse up and down, feeling that difference. That inner thigh is no longer feeling all of that pressure. It's now more on that outer booty. Pulse it here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job keeping that leg lifted. Come up onto your left forearm. Your left hand, right forearm stays onto the mat. From here, we're gonna tuck that leg in towards our elbow and extend it back, drop it down and lift. So you're pulling it in and dropping. 2 separate movements. Tuck and drop. Tuck and drop. Good, give me 10, 9. Hips stay square to that mat as we drop and tuck. Beautiful. 7, 6, last 5, 4, 3, 2, tuck. Last one, drop, tuck. Good, send that leg back. This time, we're gonna bring both legs into center, coming back onto both hands, working on that outer booty. We're gonna lift, that same leg comes out, opening up through that fire hydrant and close it back down. Beautiful. Keeping that resistance there, moving with purpose, not with momentum. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, squeeze and open for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep it lifted, pulse through that knee for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down. Amazing job taking that modified child's pose. And then coming back into your tabletop, both forearms come back down to the mat. Other leg extends out long. We point through those toes and flex. Point and flex. Feeling that difference this time when we flex, we keep it there and we start to pulse that leg. Same thing now on the other side. You're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, flexing through that foot. Beautiful. Final 4, 3, 2, and 1. This time, keep it lifted, point through those toes. We have the same thing on with that point for 10, 9, 8, moving right through this, getting stronger by the second. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Keeping that leg lifted. Coming up onto our right hand, we have the same thing with that tuck, elbow to knee, and drop the leg. Tuck and drop. Beautiful. Lift, tuck, and drop. You're here for 10, 9, keeping that leg straight back behind our body as we drop and lift for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tuck, send it back and home. Coming up onto both hands. We finish with that opener. So you're gonna send out that right leg out to the other side and bring it home. Lift and lower. Finding your foundation through those palms, keeping those hips squared to the mat. You're here for 10, 9, building up that resistance. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, you know what's coming, that dreaded little pulse. In 2, in 1, keep it lifted, give me that pulse, lifting through that knee for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently lower that leg back down, finding your modified child's pose, and then walking those hands out, surrendering our head down towards the mat, catching our breath, and then pulling ourselves back up, meeting me on your bottoms for a bit of a stretch. We're gonna send those legs out long, straight out in front of that body, and we're gonna gently bring our hands to our ankles and start to pull that upper body back up as we squeeze those legs all the way up to the thighs. Hands come above that head. One more time, we reach forward, hands to the ankles, pulling them up, squeezing our legs. Amazing work. Hands are gonna come back behind that body. We're gonna bring our feet firmly into the mat, and we're gonna send that mid-body all the way up into the sky, coming up into your reverse tabletop, and gently lowering, letting all of those muscles go. One more time. Lifting up, squeezing that backside, squeezing those abs, those thighs, and gently letting that body go back down to the mat. Good work from here, crossing that left leg into your figure 4, pressing up through the body, gently opening up through that hip, and lower that body down, planting that foot into the mat, other leg crosses on top, pressing that body in towards your legs just enough to open up that hip, and letting it go, dropping both legs down into the mat, meeting me in your crisscross position, sitting up tall. So proud of what you've just done. Hands come up above that head, bring them down to heart center. Amazing work today. You just finished a 20-minute lower body Pilates class with me. I'm so proud of you for showing up for yourself, for saying yes to movement. I hope you feel as great as I do. I post 2 new videos every single week, so if you're enjoying my workouts, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel. Comment what you want to see next, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for moving with me. Bye.